Chaos wins on this episode of Big Brother 28, episode 11. This was really good. I say that all the time, but this time they were really rocking this time. It started off well. They did a recap about Devon winning the Diamond Power Veto that only D knows about. He and D rightfully did not tell Angela, because any secret that you have with Angela can explode in your face if you don't watch out. But that's not to say that she was not interested in finding out who won the power of the power or the zonk. That's how you just call it, whatever it was. It was a punishment. So, well, Angela still doesn't know, and she talked with D. D knows, but wouldn't tell her. Two smart moves with Devon and D to not tell their partner, Angela, because it could get out of hand if Angela knows. She's very emotional and very irrational. So they will have to treat her like she's with kid gloves. Yes, they're going to have to treat her like with kid gloves, because she can just go off the rail. Now, what started on this? Lyric, Mallory, and Latrice are up on the block, and they had to play the game of going back in time. When they went back in time, it was to the year July 29th, 2051. And it wasn't going back in time, it was going forward. But before they did that, shots of Lala. She was upset, and Lyric is, I don't know what I wrote here, but Lyric and what's the other girl's name? Lyric and Mallory were basically crying to each other. They are really emotional in this house. I guess when you don't have your phone, you don't have your television, you don't have anything to do but look at each other. I think that's, in this day and age, you can pretty much say that's kind of torture. That's like being unexpectedly in prison. And you're getting fed well. So they were really upset about this nomination of Lyric, Mallory, and Latrice. And they showed at the beginning that Latrice wants to keep Jason in. And so he was telling her that they were trying to get him out, because if one of the three loses, he felt that he would be the one to go up on the block. Well, you know, Latrice is right there for you. And Latrice, I really like her, but she has that older woman type of motherly thing going on, more than Angela, really. And she's so nice. But she gets upset and almost offended and about to cry. And I was looking at some of the live feeds. They were talking about, she was talking about quitting. You know, she's that kind of woman at that age. And she's just, you know, she's trying to be the best she is. And she's on here. And I hope she just keeps realizing she is on Big Brother, where treachery is king. Same thing with Survivor. And she's not on the list of actually anybody. So she really doesn't have to too much worry. Okay, let's move on. And boy, Jason's, his sloppy promises. He went to each one of them on that group that's nominated, Lyric, Mallory, and Latrice, and told them all that he would take them off if he wins the game. with Veto. And so Jason's just playing a real sloppy, messy, chaotic game. Well, it gets worse. It gets worse. And so, like I said, Angela guessed that Devon has this power when she was talking to Dee. Angela's on a hunt to find out who's got that power. She said, nobody's come out here with a costume on like I did. So somebody's got a power. And she says, I think it's Devon. That's what she was telling Dee in private. And Dee was smart enough not to say nothing. So, but Angela was like, okay, you're just gonna not tell it, but I know he has that prize, you know. So Dee did not confirm it. I give her props on that. So when it came down to picking for the games, Lala, pay attention, Lala. You know, that's why you was up there before, because you didn't speak to the head of household, and so they just put you up because they didn't know where you were coming from. Talk to these people. And she didn't talk with old boy that's head of the household right now. What is it? Kimo. She didn't speak with Kimo, so he put her up. But he was not aiming to take her out. And so when it came down to choosing, she Kimo pulled out her name, Latrice. And of course, Latrice picked the one that Kimo did not want to be picked. And she feels like because he's hinted that he was going to take her out the game, that she had more of an advantage with him. Well, she did that. And then the game started. The timetable is July 29th, 2051. Going into the future. And so this was really an excellent little game. They had to spin around on a pickle. Yeah. A pickle. Yeah. A big giant pickle too. And so they had to just get on this and spin around and then try to deflect these balls up in the air and put them in the high number slots. They played real good. This was anybody's game to win or lose. I don't think anybody really had an advantage on this. This is just how coordinated you are at that moment. Well, it was a good game. And on that game, Lyric wins the pickle game. So she brings herself off of the block. And then, before they have the nominations to see who's going to replace her, they decide to have a tea party. You know, kind of like the garden party that Ricky Nelson sang about back in the 70s and 80s. Went to a garden party and everything was wrong. Wow. This little party was a chaos fest. And it was started by Kimo, of all people. Kimo is just as strong and crazy as Devon. And so I was really surprised that he would just come out into this little tea party they were having just to kind of, you know, everybody get together before they get nominated and pretend to be all hunky-dory about everything. Well, poor old Kimo. I don't think he should have done it, but he did. He went out there, sat down after everybody got comfortable drinking tea, and he exploded on Jason. And, you know, when you explode on Jason, he's like, Angela, that's almost a neck-wringing situation. Boy, Kimo just blew him out the water. And told everybody that he had planned. One of the young ladies had told Kimo that he had promised her, and then that he was going to take her off he was going to take off one or the other. Somehow she told him what his plan was. He kept telling all of the people on the block that they were going to be taken off if he won. So he can't take everybody off. So he was just basically lying. And Jason tried to defend that lying. And Kimo had him in front of everybody. And there was some conversation about whether he should have done that. They felt like he should have just put him up for eviction and then let it go. But I see where he's coming from. Everybody needs to stop being nice to Jason, thinking he's going to be loyal to you. His life is one where you always stab people in the back. I mean, he's a party boy. And this is the life he's led. And this is the life he came in with. I mean, he tried to stab his greatest ally in the back right at the beginning with Angela. He could have coasted many, many ways through without acting this way. And so, even though some of them were upset about it, Lala wasn't upset about it. Other girl, Mallory, wasn't upset about it. They said, Jason's just putting a target on his back. Now, they got this other veto to do. He did nominate Jason to go up to replace Lyric. You know, our hidden TV YouTube star that I've been watching some of her videos. She's nice. She got a good singing voice too. I'm surprised they hadn't had her sing yet. But anyway, after that, you think that would be it, knowing you're going into it and being evicted. He decides to go in there and bang pots and pans and make loud noises and say bad things about Kimo. And what Kimo did was bad. But what Jason did was worse. As usual. You know, you got to act like you want to stay in the Big Brother house if you want to stay in the house. That kind of behavior will take you out, especially if you're going on the block and you know it. So he knew he was getting ready to go up on that block, but yet he acted crazy. Now, he has a chance to have that last veto on the next episode tomorrow, but you never know. But I would say this was an exciting episode that was really very good, and I enjoyed it. I was just like the people in the house. Everybody's like, what? Did who? Why? I gotta get my hair cut tomorrow. But anyway, it was really good, and I hope you watch it too, and then watch the episode tonight. If I don't put it out there for you on Friday, it will be there Saturday. So, we just got to talk, for the people that don't be watching the live feeds, but I'll be peeking at the live feeders, and they got lots of views for them live feeds. So, you have to give me a little leeway on that. But I was enjoying this. I hope you enjoy it too. Take care now, and I'll see you on the next go round. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Have a good day.